Have you ever heard about the term emotional intelligence, and do you know why it is crucial in today's world? If these questions pique your interest, then you're in the right place. Let's embark on an exploration of one of the most transformative concepts of personal and professional development, emotional intelligence. First things first, what is emotional intelligence? It's the ability to understand and manage your own emotions and those of others. But it's not just about understanding. It's about using this awareness to foster relationships, manage stress, make decisions, and achieve personal and professional goals. The concept of emotional intelligence is not new. It's been around since the 1990s, but it was popularized by psychologist and author Daniel Goleman. In his influential book, Emotional Intelligence: Why It Can Matter More Than IQ, Goleman brought this concept into the mainstream, arguing that emotional intelligence can be as important, if not more so, than our cognitive abilities in determining success in life. So, why is emotional intelligence important? Well, it plays a crucial role in our everyday lives. It's at the heart of our relationships, our decisions, and our interactions with others. From managing conflicts effectively and empathizing with others, to motivating ourselves and staying resilient in the face of adversity, emotional intelligence touches every aspect of our lives. In the workplace, emotional intelligence is increasingly recognized as a key factor for success. Managers who display high emotional intelligence can foster better team dynamics, increase employee satisfaction, and drive better results. In our personal lives, it can lead to more fulfilling relationships and a greater sense of self-awareness and understanding. But emotional intelligence is not a single monolithic skill. It's a set of competencies, each playing a unique role. Goleman identified 5 key components of emotional intelligence: self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills. In the next few minutes, we will explore these 5 key components of emotional intelligence. Are you ready to dive in? The first component of emotional intelligence is self-awareness. Now let's delve into the concept of self-awareness. It's like holding a mirror to your inner self, reflecting your patterns of behavior, emotions, and motives. It's seeing how your actions ripple outwards, impacting those around you, either positively or negatively. Imagine being able to name your emotions as they arise, understanding their roots, and acknowledging their existence. That's self-awareness. It's like having a personal weather forecast, where you can predict emotional storms and plan accordingly. It's about knowing your triggers, your strengths, and your limitations, and using that knowledge to navigate your life. Self-awareness also involves a healthy dose of humility. It's about accepting that we're all human, prone to mistakes, and capable of growth. It's about acknowledging that our perspective is just one piece of a vast, intricate puzzle, and that others may have insights we haven't considered. So why is self-awareness significant? Well, when we're self-aware, we're better equipped to interact with others. We can anticipate how our words and actions might be received and adjust our behavior accordingly. We can recognize when we're in the wrong and take steps to make amends. We can also better understand our needs and advocate for them effectively. Moreover, self-awareness allows us to make more informed decisions. When we understand our motivations and emotional responses, we can choose paths that align with our values and goals. We can avoid potential pitfalls and seize opportunities for growth. Being self-aware also means we're better at managing stress and overcoming challenges. We can identify when we're feeling overwhelmed and take steps to care for our emotional well-being. We can recognize when we're stuck in unproductive patterns and find new approaches. In essence, self-awareness is a powerful tool that helps us lead more fulfilling and successful lives. It's the compass that guides us through the terrain of our inner world, helping us navigate our emotions, understand our behaviors, and improve our relationships. Self-awareness is the foundation of emotional intelligence. It paves the way for the next component, which is self-regulation. We now move on to the second component, self-regulation. This is the ability to control your emotions and reactions in response to various situations. Picture a time when you felt a surge of anger or frustration, but chose to respond calmly instead of lashing out. That's self-regulation in action. Self-regulation is not about suppressing your emotions. Rather, it's about understanding them, acknowledging their presence, and choosing how to express them in a way that is appropriate and constructive. It's about finding that balance between expressing your feelings and maintaining control over your actions. So, why is self-regulation so important? Well, It's key in managing your emotions, especially during challenging or unexpected situations. It prevents us from making impulsive decisions that we might regret later. It helps us pause, think, and then act, rather than reacting impulsively. Self-regulation also plays a crucial role in conflict resolution. Imagine a heated argument where emotions are running high. The ability to regulate your emotions can prevent the situation from escalating. It allows us to take a step back, look at the situation objectively, and find a resolution that is fair and beneficial for all parties involved. But self-regulation isn't just about managing conflicts. It's also about adapting to changes. Life is unpredictable, and changes are inevitable. How we respond to these changes can greatly impact our emotional well-being and overall life satisfaction. Self-regulation helps us navigate through these changes, allowing us to adjust and adapt while keeping our emotions in check. Moreover, self-regulation fosters resilience. It equips us with the ability to bounce back from setbacks and disappointments. It allows us to handle stress more effectively and to persevere in the face of adversity. In essence, self-regulation is the steering wheel of our emotional vehicle. It guides us as we navigate through the winding roads of life, helping us maintain control even when the journey gets tough. It's the tool that helps us manage our emotions effectively, leading us towards a healthier and more balanced emotional state. With self-regulation, we can manage our emotions effectively. It also prepares us for the next component, motivation. The third component of emotional intelligence is motivation. Motivation. This isn't just about getting out of bed on a Monday morning or hitting the gym after a long day at work. Intrinsic motivation, a key facet of emotional intelligence, is a deep-rooted drive that propels us towards personal development and success. Intrinsic motivation is the engine that powers our ambitions. It's the spark that ignites the desire for growth, learning, and achievement from within ourselves, not from external rewards or recognition. It's the inner flame that keeps us going, even when the going gets tough. It's about being driven by the joy of doing something, the satisfaction of learning, and the fulfillment that comes from personal growth. Imagine, for instance, an artist who paints not for the fame or money, but for the sheer joy of creating. Or a teacher who derives satisfaction not from accolades, but from the joy of imparting knowledge. This is intrinsic motivation at work. Intrinsic motivation is not just about achieving personal goals. It's about the journey towards these goals, the process of striving, learning, and improving. It's about relishing the challenge, savoring the effort, and celebrating the growth. But how does motivation relate to emotional intelligence? The answer lies in the ability to manage and channel our emotions towards our goals. It's about harnessing the energy of our emotions and directing it towards personal development and success. It's about using our emotions as a powerful tool to fuel our motivation, to keep us moving forward, and to help us overcome obstacles that stand in our way. Let's take a moment to reflect on our own motivations. What drives us? What fuels our passion and ambition? Are we driven by external rewards or by the joy of doing, learning, and growing? How can we harness the power of our emotions to fuel our motivation and propel us towards our goals? Motivation is a powerful force. It's the engine that drives our ambition, the fuel that powers our journey towards personal development and success. It's an essential component of emotional intelligence, a key to understanding and managing our emotions, and a tool for achieving our personal goals. Motivation fuels our drive to succeed and grow. It leads us to the next component, empathy. Now let's delve into the fourth component, empathy. A key element of emotional intelligence, empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. It's not just about recognizing someone else's emotions, but also about feeling them on a personal level. It's about stepping into someone else's shoes and experiencing their world through their lens. Empathy moves beyond the realm of self-interest without tipping into self-centeredness. It's about opening up to the experiences of others, truly hearing their stories, and responding with compassion and understanding. It doesn't necessarily mean you've been through the same situation, but you can draw on your own experiences to imagine how it might feel. In essence, empathy is about slowing down our judgments and acknowledging that everyone is doing the best they can within their circumstances. Empathy allows us to connect deeply with others. It brings us to the final component of emotional intelligence, social skills. Finally, we reach the last component, social skills. Social skills encompass our ability to communicate effectively, navigate social situations, and build strong relationships. They are integral to our interactions, from casual conversations to conflict resolutions. Mastering social skills means you're not just an active participant in a conversation, but an attentive listener, making use of verbal cues, open body language, and eye contact. It's about understanding and respecting the needs of others in a conversation, and knowing when to step up and demonstrate leadership, or when to step back and let others shine. In a team setting, strong social skills allow for harmonious collaboration as you become attuned to the dynamics and roles within the group. They enable us to build and maintain healthy relationships, both professionally and personally. Social skills empower us to work harmoniously with others. These 5 components together form the essence of emotional intelligence. We have now explored the 5 key components of emotional intelligence. Each of these components plays a crucial role in understanding and managing our emotions and relationships. Firstly, we delved into self-awareness, which is the ability to recognize and understand our own emotions. It's about being aware of our own behaviors, understanding why we feel a certain way, and recognizing how our emotions affect those around us. It's about humility and acceptance of our own strengths and limitations. Then we touched on self-regulation, the ability to control our emotional reactions and impulses. It's about pausing, thinking before we act, and considering the consequences. It's about managing conflict, adapting to changes, and easing tension. It's about bringing out the part of ourselves that helps manage emotions in a healthier way. Our journey continued with motivation, the drive to succeed and develop personally. It's about being inspired to accomplish goals for our own growth rather than for external rewards. It's about being fueled by a thirst for self-improvement and a desire to be the best version of ourselves. We then discussed empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. It's about being able to put ourselves in someone else's shoes, to be compassionate and non-judgmental. It's about recognizing that we all are just doing the best we can with the circumstances we've been given. Lastly, we looked at social skills, which are crucial for effective communication and relationship building. It's about being aware of others' needs in a conversation or conflict resolution. It's about active listening, open body language, and the ability to develop rapport or express leadership when needed. Each of these components interweaves to form the fabric of emotional intelligence, a vital skill in our personal and professional lives. It's not just about understanding our emotions, but also about managing them effectively and using them to enhance our relationships and our lives. Emotional intelligence is a vital skill in our personal and professional lives. By understanding and developing these 5 components, we can enhance our emotional intelligence and lead a more fulfilling life.